Prince Andrew is being sued in New York by Virginia Giuffre, one of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims. In a statement, Ms Giuffre said her civil suit lays out in detail how she was trafficked to Prince Andrew and sexually abused by him. Prince Andrew has denied all of the allegations against him. Our North America correspondent Neda Taufik has more.
The civil suit alleges that convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein forced Virginia Roberts Giuffre to have sex with Prince Andrew when she was just 17 in London, New York, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. And she claims that Prince Andrew knew she was a sex trafficking victim, that she was underage, and she never consented to the alleged sexual acts. Now, Prince Andrew has previously emphatically denied these allegations, and in fact, the allegations themselves are not what's new here. What's new is her ability to file this lawsuit. Under a landmark New York state law called the Child Victims Act, there is a window of opportunity for alleged victims to file claims of sexual abuse no matter how long ago they occurred. But that window expires in just a few days. So Prince Andrew's representatives were contacted by Virginia Roberts Giuffre's legal team, who said that they would file this suit if they did not come to a negotiated settlement. They say that they didn't hear anything back from Prince Andrew's team, and that's why they were moving forward with this lawsuit. In a statement, she said that she took a lot of time to think over her decision. She did not come to it lightly, and that she did understand that it might open her up to further attacks. Again, though, Prince Andrew has emphatically denied the allegations.
Neda Taufik there. Well, Prince Andrew was interviewed by the BBC's Emily Maitlis in 2019. At the time, he said he had no memory of meeting Virginia Giuffre.
One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you. She says she met you in 2001. She says she dined with you, danced with you at Tramp nightclub in London. She went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
You don't remember meeting her?
No.
Well, let's get more on this and speak to the media lawyer Mark Stevens, who joins me now. Mark, welcome to you. What is the significance of this case then?
Well, under American law, slightly surprisingly, sexual conduct against a child has a limitation act of 5 years. And as there was said in the report earlier, under a piece of legislation, the Child Victims Act in New York, they gave a window of opportunity to allow people to have a pathway to justice, because obviously it takes people who are underage much longer to come to terms and perhaps report the crimes that they say have been committed against them. But that window closes on Saturday, the 14th of August. So if this claim was going to be launched, it had to be launched before next Saturday. And really, I think it's a case which is preserving Virginia Giuffre's rights, but it's also heaping public pressure and potentially opprobrium on Prince Andrew. But there's a sort of intervening fact, which I think has been a little overlooked in this, which is that under international law, criminal cases must go forward in advance of civil cases. And of course, this is a civil case. And we know that American law enforcement are still wanting to interview Prince Andrew in relation to their criminal case. And therefore, I think that this case is very likely to be stayed. And indeed, that plays into Prince Andrew's hand, because, of course, his lawyers' approach to this will be to stall and to prevaricate and to fight over every legal nicety that they can in order to preclude the prince having to give an account of himself before the US courts.
Prince Andrew has said in the past that he would be willing to comply with any investigation if required. Can he be compelled to testify for either a criminal or a civil case?
No, he can't be compelled. And at the moment, he's only wanted as a witness. So you can only compel someone to be interviewed if they're arrested, and that isn't likely to happen anytime soon. But of course, even if you're arrested, you have again a privilege against self-incrimination, and so you can give a no-comment interview, and many viewers will be familiar with that concept. But in this particular case, it's clear that Prince Andrew isn't going to go to the United States in the foreseeable future. And therefore, getting jurisdiction over him plays into the hands of Prince Andrew's lawyers, because, of course, obtaining evidence abroad, as in from the US, so in the United Kingdom, is a complex process fraught with legal technicality, and one misstep means that the process fails. And I think that is the ace card that Prince Andrew's lawyers believe they have.
OK, Mark Stevens, thank you very much for your thoughts and analysis there.